that it's insane. Usually, that would be like a game, you know, you see it, and Astralis against like a tier 2 team, it would go like that every time. Usually because they don't have the skill to kind of defeat the 6 setups and the 6 team play. But it just, and that's not the case with Virtus.Pro. It just means that Astralis were so on point in that situation. So that's really impressive. Like you say, I feel like it's probably isolated. I doubt we'll probably see a close match here.
It's interesting. Karrigan's holding vision of B from T-Spawn, but on the pistol round, never see that. Normally, people will do this with a sniper rifle or something with a scope.
Yes.
But he is spotting on the pistol, which is curious. So let's see what Astralis have in mind. Maybe expecting Virtus.Pro to want a stronger CT pistol round after the defeat in the previous map, but Virtus.Pro will be patient.
Yeah, they will be patient indeed. But it is time to go over the top. Karrigan has boosted all the players, and they are about to launch themselves into the sky, James. They're going to launch themselves into the air to be amongst the birds as they dive over the top of the boost, and in goes Device. There is the entry tag from Snacks. Trey comes in from Bialy. Good start. Good start. And now they'll drop into middle. It seems a little bit delayed there. Device seems to just want to go for it. And we've got Pasha, the 1-2 with Bialy helping out. And that's going to be now a tough situation for Astralis. dupreeh will try to get an entry in towards the B-bomb side, but he is playing this really well. The flash in from a teammate. dupreeh, you got to get this kill. He was incredibly blind, dupreeh. Where is the frag, my friend? Finally, he will be able to dispatch Neo with the 2 more oncoming players. Good work here in the end from dupreeh. A bit of a slow start there, but the bomb is down. Karrigan's there, and he's got 2 players to deal with. Pasha's on 2 HP, 2 points of health, but it's not going to matter. It will be the defuse coming in from Bialy that will win the round here for Virtus.Pro. And that was a kind of a strange pistol round. What did you make of that? I mean, Device ran in on A main, and then about 10 seconds passed before the players who were waiting on boost went over the top.
Well, I guess they're trying to catch the Virtus.Pro players in positions where they have no cover. But Virtus.Pro came out on top, so they have equaled their score on the previous map. And they are in good stead to double it in this round. 2 M4s coming out, the big guns straight away. For some of the Virtus.Pro players, we have the SMGs on the other 3. What will the layouts be? Got Patch with the M4 towards mid, smoking things off. dupreeh trying to go for the 1Vs, but he will get finished off. 2 quick frags for Pasha. Karrigan moving with the bomb towards main, so with what little they have left, Astralis may try to move it quickly. ATC holding an off angle, but now he'll be turned off himself. So this is more or less a nothing round here for Astralis.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like the deagle there from to have it on 2 players, and we're gonna see Karrigan frag. They really want to get at least 1 frag, but it's just not going their way so far. And good disciplined play here from Virtus.Pro will be rewarding them. Oh no, Taz is surely very dead, he is. And that's going to be potentially a P90 pickup, but it doesn't really matter at all, as Karrigan should be finished off here pretty easily, and he will indeed die. A lot of players getting tagged there by the pistols, and that's a great round, because they got the bomb down, they're getting AKs out anyway. They managed their money in the spot in a way where, like, okay, a couple of us can have a chance to maybe get a kill, and you saw dupreeh kind of strafing in mid there. If he hits, I mean, sometimes he will hit that 1 shot. Sometimes, not all the time, but it could happen. And now we go buy against buy, and we'll see what Astralis have to show. That's really nice there. You can't close the kill.
He's Snack spotted, but still alive, putting himself in a bit of a safer spot, but has taken a bit of damage there. So we've got an aggressive hold towards A main for Virtus.Pro, and Device is going to be the first to get taken down. So strong advantages for the Polish side at the beginning. A bit of a battle for mid. Neo just standing tall. His teammates blocking him from taking cover, but no cover will be required just yet, though dupreeh is kind of stuck at the moment. There's nobody to throw Molotov into the bench side at present. Neo winning another duel actually. And 2 CTs quickly lost for the Virtus.Pro side. So the B bomb site has been abandoned by force. And the bomb's going to get planted for vents. Mid vents are safe for the time being. You can see dupreeh is just holding an angle on them. There's a rotation through T-spawn. from Taz with the P90, and his teammates Barley's coming in from the back. With both players, they will get taken down. So an early break here for Astralis.
Yeah, absolutely. And will they be able to continue breaking Virtus.Pro? Will Virtus.Pro actually just go for a full save here? I wonder. I mean, you probably get a couple pistols and just leave it at that for Virtus.Pro, and just give up in this round, because they would have a pretty decent buy with the full save, and that's what they're doing. Bialy investing $800 there, smoking a 5.7, and everyone else is on nothing. So it's a stock pistols. And so far so good here. Astralis just running their anti-eco, and it's working a treat. Now, you know, what's interesting for me is that there was a game, Astralis versus G2, from quite a while ago now, maybe 3 months, maybe around that time period. It's like the last video I made on my channel about set pieces. And there was one that G2 ran against Astralis on the B-bomb site when Astralis were trying to defend. And it was like there's all these Molotovs all over the place, smokes all perfectly positioned. The way that the players were entering through was very coordinated. They didn't bother to try to clear out Checkers immediately. Checkers was smoked off and a bit of an afterthought, and Molotoved as well. But they get those close positions and straight onto the bomb site. And this basically G2 ran that like maybe 4 or 5 times, and it won them the game against Astralis. Astralis were visibly trying to adapt to it, and they could just never make it work. I would love to see that now, just to see if Virtus.Pro can make that work against Astralis when they switch sides, or if Astralis know how to deal with that now. But obviously that's talk really for the second half, but we did have the eco there, and I felt like that was a relevant discussion and weakness point in the past from Astralis. So double up now, James. Snacks and Pasha, this should be fun. Well, James is frankly elated. So it'll be a device actually peeking over the top here. All Pasha is going to go for this. Snap down there is device. He will lose his head. Sent rolling back down towards T-spawn. And there's an early disadvantage here for Astralis, and that's going to feel good for Virtus.Pro. I don't think there are almost any rounds so far, at least in the first map, where they had any sort of advantage at the beginning of the round. So, and now it's Pasha repositioned. Oh, Pasha!
The nuisance, the problem.
Yeah.
Not good for the Astralis side. There is money in the bank for them, some money. Let's see, can Cajun B get any damage done into the C2 economy, which is also fragile at present? So far, a perfect round for the Polish side. Pasha picking, Pasha rotating, Pasha picking more, which is even more impressive considering they have 2 orbs. Repick there, though, is going to be one too many. Sniping had a double peek, almost. Neo just going for some impressive parkour there. Double ops are saved for the Virtus.Pro side, so 2 players will go down for the poles. And the rebuy will come in. They can drop for each other, so they will have little problem. And again, Astralis going straight back for the buy. They have most of the money. Let's see if there's a gun for device. No, he's going to be on the Deagle. I was wondering if there's a gun dropped on the floor for him, maybe not, but it won't be the case. So double ops for the Virtus.Pro side, 0 ops for the Astralis team. I like this aggression from Pasha. I do like these kind of angles early on. You do need cover for over the drop, which he does have.
But Astralis are lining up the mid smokes here, so Pasha could get caught in front of the wall of smokes. Oh,
I don't understand that. If the smokes are coming in, then they're probably going to execute into the site, and he's holding you up there. So why does he get nade out? I think that's a mistake from Pasha. I mean, that's the most likely time he's going to get a kill there. Although he has to be wary of flashing, which is maybe why he's trying to put Molotov down. Either way, it wasn't the right decision. And Virtus.Pro have now lost 2 players. Barley has somebody to fight with very soon. That's Dupree. He will win the fight, but traded immediately. So the man advantage continues for the Astralis side. Virtus.Pro don't know where the bomb is going. They haven't really seen it in this round. 1 player per site now for the poles.
Yeah, it's a tough ask. But Snacks, it has been great to date with the AWP. didn't have much opportunity to play CT or last map. So we shall see. Oh, misses the first shot. Good movement there, though, from the Astralis players to kind of force misses there as much as they could. And it's going to work out so well. Getting the bomb down in the safe position at the back of the bomb site. That's visible towards the B storage area and vents. And boom, they will turn it into a victory. They will become victorious. I don't know, James. Trying to speak words. Words are hard.
Words can sometimes be difficult, Dan.
Words are difficult, they're hard.
Indeed, but what is also difficult is Virtus.Pro defense in this round because they've got the mere pistols. Their money has been broken 3-3 as well. It's not a good start to the CT half. This is a map where we are starting to see more T rounds won than CT rounds.
Yes.
So what do you think is a good number now for the CT side at the moment, the way things are going?
I mean, it can be anything like a kind of 10-5 T to CT sort of situation now, which is funny because it is the map that's experienced the most, the biggest swing, I would say, in how favored it is on a side. You know, it was very CT-sided originally, now it's become more T-sided. So, you know, something around 6 is totally fine, totally acceptable. But that is only due to the fact that teams understand how to play T-side now, and they understand all the nades, all the possibilities, and how to punish the CTs and rotation much better. But wow, it's just device shooting ducks, but the ducks have got some moves here. And they will be able to escape.
So Device is kind of trapped at the moment, and his teammates need to come and support him. Otherwise, he could lose the AWP to the team. It was Snax who jumped past the angle, and he will go down. So Device is a little bit safer than he was previously. It is, despite being able to spot from those angles, it is kind of tricky to shoot the CTs if they're running around and jumping past from those distances. Kind of similar to how it can be tricky to shoot Ts on long A on overpass when they run past the boulder angle. So 3-3, soon to be 4-3. Another clean round from Astralis. None of their players going down or having taken any damage whatsoever. 3 surviving for VP, but they don't really have much to take into the next round, save for their stock pistols. The buyers coming in, Tad's going to be quite limited. He's going to only have $3,000 to roll with, picking up a defuse kit, a UMP, and armor. 4 smokes on the CT side, so they can get the choke points closed off. A main, mid, B if they wish. Not much in the name of counter flashes though.
Wow, was that a flash from Carrigan there? Oh, it's been a smoke, surely. Either way, it's going to be a quick mid take coming in. Oh, Dupree's got 2 players right below him. That might be a little bit awkward if he decides to go through, but there's no players in the B storage area, and Virtus.Pro discover this now. So they're going to start to realize that the intentions from Astralis must surely be towards the A site, and they will leave one player in the toxic area in the B storage, and they will rotate players back towards A. But will they be quick enough here? Bialy on the boost position. He's vulnerable from highway. He'll be spotted, and oh my god, full frontal lobotomy there. Zipex just peeking and taking down Bialy. Bialy unable to use the boost position to deny players from A main. And now the Danes spill onto the bomb site. And what is there to defend this? Now just 2 players on the rotation. Snax with 1, but still 4 alive here for Astralis. And Zipex will promptly gun down Snax in the hopes of Virtus.Pro in this round. And they are going to be back to a save. Astralis starting to develop some momentum. Their money is really good, actually. Wow.
That was a nice, again, I often talk about the smoke onto short, so it stops the Virtus.Pro players from having any information or knowing or being able to do anything about the T's moving closer to short A, and then the split is coming in pretty fast and is extremely difficult to defend, as seen in that round. The split come in from B to Virtus.Pro, but it still wasn't enough, and they find themselves back on the eco.
Yeah, good anti-eco here. You can see that we just saw just a very, very quick glimpse of a huge amount of grenades sailing into checkers, and you can see also the bomb site has been carpeted a little bit with grenades, and that's going to give Astralis a really nice and safe entry into the bomb site, even if they're running into a stack, and Cajun B is going to be able to get a good plant here as well. So really nice anti-eco from Astralis. Now all they need to do, the next, the phase 3, if it were, is to make sure that they can safely exit the round. And knowing Virtus.Pro's money, they shouldn't care about frags. And as we can see, no one's carrying any value here on Virtus.Pro. So there's nothing all you know they're really doing, if they take aggressive positions to try to kill these players on the Virtus.Pro side, all they're doing by doing that is taking a risk in losing all of their value that they're carrying, because there's nothing apart from a buy bonus to get out of the Virtus.Pro players.
10 men alive, that would have been the first time that I had seen that on Cash, but 9 men. Never mind, some are going down. I was going to say, I mean, sometimes you see a 10-man, a 5-man save on Dust 2, for example, so all 10 people alive. But not often you see it on Cash. 8 people surviving. It will be, I believe, the most that I've seen.
And Astralis did not prioritize getting frags there. All they prioritized was just escaping alive. And that is exactly the methodology to have there. They played that perfectly. That is so good to see. And it's a little bit too rare. A little bit too rare. Sometimes teams, because they have such a big advantage, they get carried away. Then they get into stupid situations. But not Astralis here. They will take 6-3 and once again buy for Virtus.Pro, but no AWPs to be featured in the hands of Snax or Neo or Pasha, the 3 most common and capable AWPers, I would say, on the team. Boost positioned, occupied again here for Virtus.Pro as Astralis run a default. But actually, not really a default, no. They have 4 players towards B storage. I correct myself now, as they might go for one of those executes into the B bomb site. The set pieces again with the Molotovs into the bomb site and into checkers. And with a couple of players with, you know, understanding exactly how they're to entry the bomb site. And yeah, they're setting up for this. This is going to be really fun to see.
So the nade execution coming in with the pop flashes as well. KGB leading the charge. Will somebody check behind the box? There's a team flash coming in there. Carrigan and Dupree go down. Snack still on the side. The bomb is in the open, which means the rotation coming in for the CTs. Neo now emerging from behind the box, and there's a strong advantage of Virtus.Pro. Soon disappearing. Neo wins the close through with KGB. Epics, down to 13 HP. 3 plays to find. There are no safe angles for him to move into. As you can see, Barley just waiting for him, comes out that event, and that is another round finally on the board for Virtus.Pro. But Astralis have more than enough money to go back all the way in straight away. And again, the economy pressure will be on Virtus.Pro. Even if they take this round, Astralis are coming back at them straight away once again.
Yeah, they couldn't really make that set piece work, and that's a shame for them. I couldn't really get a good idea as to what went wrong specifically because of the pops and stuff, but I'm sure, you know, if you check the demo, you'll find out. But Astralis, as you say, you know, they got so much cash, they can just do whatever they want. And Dupree with very fast harassment into middle here. Look at all the attention he's you know, taking away from Virtus.Pro. And I'm kind of surprised that he didn't even make that frag there. He did waste a lot of nades. He made Taz very low. Taz stuck on highway. They know he's there. The shot is missed. The nade, though. Oh, that was so close. Really good attempt from Device, but it's okay for Astralis after all. Zipex will take the frag there. Both kills, both entries, the third one as well. And there's a 4th player lining up the last few bullets. The tap is going to be a very dead Snax. Here goes Neo for the return, and he will find it, but he is going to meet the end. The business end of Device's AWP, and that's another round for Astralis. Any one of these players on Astralis can just go off at the moment, it feels like, and Virtus.Pro back to the drawing board again.
Zipex with a savage 4K. It's that kind of play that makes them a potential major winning team. Obviously, always more majors to come, so we'll see if they can keep up this form going into the next one. But for now, it is 7-4. If you are just joining us, they are 1 map up against Virtus.Pro with a monstrous showing on a 16-1 on Inferno. An early pick for Device as Snax tries to get into position towards B. No smoke to aid his positioning. They are on the eco zone, Virtus.Pro side, so this is basically to be expected. There is 1T just trying to hold down the vents in mid where the last 2 players lie. You can see Carrigan looking for the rotation here. They are on either side of the door now. Do they realize he's there? They must assume that somebody is covering the vents. I like the continuation spray, and he will continue to kill Virtus.Pro players. Another round in the bag for Astralis. Momentum is all the way with them. Look at the money on Virtus.Pro, even after the eco. Neo has only got 3,700. Desperate times, Dan. Desperate times.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Astralis are certainly looking like the stronger team still. This is, this is much more representative of what one would expect out of this sort of a matchup with Astralis on good form. Okay, sure, they might look a little bit dominant, but not the 16-1 that we saw, which was a complete rout. But here we go. D3 back in, trying to get the entries, but this time he is completely denied. The Max 7 of Pasha is coming into play. And Pasha is quite notorious for playing close to the A main area and going for pushes through to the T warehouse and so on, where Zipex currently is. But we'll see Astralis now just, well, Carrigan at least, tossing a nade in towards Quad. And then BK, as his teammates are going to be still in T warehouse and harassing B storage. So right now, the Astralis are actually still trying to work in the back and around, and it's Zipex who's going to actually be able to get the frag there. As Carrigan fails, Bialy able to take the kill against him, and now it's 3 versus 4, and Astralis have 1 minute to go.
Moving towards the bomb site are Astralis, where there are 2 players playing deep. The taps come in and Neo goes down, although it is a man advantage now for the Virtus.Pro side as Device has been taken care of. And there's a flank coming in from Bialy, and the bomb is pretty static behind the box. Zipex, KGB though, may speed things up here, and the CTs will need to do the same. The bomb site is in control, so up high, Bialy will come. Zipex though is on fire at the moment, but again, okay, the bomb's on the site now, and KGB is holding the angle. This angle might be unexpected, but Pasha, does he see the gun? Free kill for him, down to the 1 versus 1. Zipex behind the wood. His position is wallbangable by Pasha, but Pasha doesn't realize if he's on the left or the right. If he hears Zipex now again, he can go for a bit of a wallbang here. But no wallbang required. Pasha, extremely patient. Nice tap onto Zipex's face. And Virtus.Pro make their way to 5.
Yeah, amazing clutch by Pasha, but equally amazing from KGB and Zipex to actually create a winnable round there for Astralis. And again, money is absolutely out of control. It's out of control right now for Astralis. They can do whatever the hell they want. You can see 5 negatives or 5 auto snipers, whatever they want, they can do into the last rounds of this half. I don't think that Virtus.Pro have really ever been up against an eco round. I don't think that's happened. I don't know, not to my recollection has it really happened. Maybe in the first few rounds, but not since then. Was it Virtus.Pro that won the pistol? Yes, it was.
There's your answer to that.
They won the pistol, so
look at the push on CT from Virtus.Pro. They are not resting on their laurels down. They are coming in. That is an aggressive smoke, and that tells a story for Astralis. That's not an easy smoke to throw unless you are right up in there looking for some trouble. But trouble may be found over towards the A bomb site. Astralis throwing some initial nades, trying to perhaps bait some nades from Virtus.Pro, but Virtus.Pro barely have any nades to throw. Taz, he's on that sneaky spot again. He wrecked an NIP execute from here, and he will be looking to wreck some Danish players. Maybe he just wants to wreck Scandinavian players all over, Dan.
Yeah, just wreck Scandinavia, let's go. We got Astralis pushing up middle now, and it's going to be Device. Oh, the flick, stunning. Definitely had anticipation that the player would be in that spot. Taz trying to take a quick peek there as well to return the frag, but he cannot do it. Instead, he gives his position away, and Zipex cleans him off the site. And now it's going to be a very, very strong plant here for Astralis. They can plant the bomb wherever they want, and at this point, they realize that Virtus.Pro don't even
abandon shit.
Any interest in going for this retake. It's impossible for them, to be honest. 2 rifles to save. Can they do it? Neo will be up against the first challenge, and he will falter, leaving just Pasha. And Pasha will be spotted, takes the first player. But Astralis can just send everyone in against Pasha and just deny him. And in fact, they don't even need everyone. All they need is Device. That first entry from Device was incredibly key. That quick flick, because if you imagine a situation, right, where he takes that shot and misses it, then consider what happens. The player in quad hides, and focus can be, effectively be taken towards A main. Taz doesn't have to peek yet. Rotation can come in a little bit, and life becomes much more awkward and difficult for Astralis. But no, he got the instant snap, and now once again Virtus.Pro back. Did they force it? Yeah, of course they did. It's the last round. They forced it up. Eagles, a Mag 7. Zipex is going to go down.
Trades coming in though, which is always important for the T side. Neo is heavily tagged, 7 HP. He's now dead. Snacks looking to join the line of coffins as well. And indeed, he will do so. 4 versus 2. This is a quick final round of the first half here. Marley doing what he can. But won't quite shoot the bottle though. I've never seen that before. The bottle flies but doesn't break. That glass is impervious, Dan.
Yeah. I just remembered. So in Faceit League, obviously this is ECS now, but in Faceit League, it was Astralis were a team that always had really good results.
Well, they won the first 2 finals of the year. They won 2 of the 3 finals.
Yeah, like it's Face of the League's always been really. I don't know. It's really been very fortunate for them in the past. They've always had good showings there. So now it's been a $3.5 million league now, bit of an upgrade. It's a
slight upgrade there.
It's going to be cool to see. Yeah, it's going to be cool to see if Astralis can continue to be fortunate in the. It's not the Face of the League anymore, but same people
if
involved.
The good fortune can continue.
Yeah.
So a 10-5 half, a strong half for Astralis. Pasha again, he has been fragging quite strongly for the Virtus.Pro side in the last week, leading the charge for his team. Taz and Snacks, though, only with 3 kills each. They will need to play catch-up in the second half if Virtus.Pro are to take this to 3 maps.
Yeah, I like the Astralis logo, by the way, and the star and stuff they have going on. It's a cool little bit of branding. It's kind of nice. Now we'll have to see if Astralis can continue their dominance. Obviously, their CT dominance of Inferno was somewhat legendary, James. I think that's one of the most perfect halves I've seen at the top level from a team on the CT side. Now, pistols are in. We've got 3 Kevlars and nades on the remaining players.
Ooh, speaking of aggression,
Pro.
Look at the squeaky push from both sides. Dan, this is going to be a clash of titans, but who's going to get the frags? Seems like it's going to be the T side. That's the start that Virtus.Pro needed, but can they finish? They will shut the door there.
That's quite interesting that they would shut the door. because now the CTs don't have to worry about it because they can use a sound cue.
That is extremely polite, Dan.
It's very polite and somewhat unnecessary. However, it's going to be now the retake attempt from Astralis. There's no kit on any of these players, 2 flashes on Dupree. This would be pretty ridiculous, to be honest, to retake from this position with no nades. Is Dupree going to save his flashbangs? Are they actually all going to save? That's actually quite interesting.
Well, they've got 2 sets of Kevlar.
Yeah, it actually makes quite a lot of sense because it means that they can actually just... they haven't taken any damage either. So $350, they can get helmets and P250s. And that's a $650 investment. And they've got P250 head armor and Kevlar. That's actually pretty gangster, James.
It's not bad, it's not bad.
Pretty gangster. Yeah. That's actually... you never see this, really. This is quite rare.
This is quite novel.
Usually a lot of the sides still try to get in there, just try to get some frags. And because, if you do get a couple frags, you can get a scout, for example. You have the extra $300 to get that $1,700 weapon. So that is...
look at that perfect calculation. Cajun B and device, both down to $0. The $350 helmet and the UMPs.
That's a scary buy, James.
This is a fairly strong buy,
yeah. That's actually quite scary. This is so cool, actually. I don't know that when I last saw this. This is awesome. Okay. Almost makes me want to lose pistols now, deliberately, James.
Don't say that, Dan.
Let's all buy UMPs, guys.
Let's not go down that road. Well, Pasha coming in with the aggression, but Cajun B will win the duel. Pasha picks the wrong door, Dan, and he faces it like a massive beast comes out, and his name is Cajun B. And he's thrown the UMP over to Dupree now, so Astralis playing this extremely smartly. Virtus.Pro trying to move away from the UMP now, but there's another one being found here on device, but he won't get any frags.
There we go, though. Oh, the retribution. 5-7 not doing the job. And this fantastic idea from Astralis has not really reaped the results that they want, but Dupree can still get some kills here. The spray comes in, and there's 1 kill. He will try to save it. Oh, the flash just covering him in time. And he will get to relative safety. We'll have to see if he does stay alive. I should think that Virtus.Pro don't care about this UMP because they know that the rest of the players on the team will have a complete full eco. So all they'll have to worry about is just 1 unit. And maybe it's quite a worry, but it should be very easy to handle, I think.
Ooh. Well, Virtus.Pro continue to close the gap now. 7 rounds, and they're in good stead to make it 8 in the following round because of the aforementioned reasons from Dan. Dupree finally goes down, and there goes the money for the Danish side. So 2 to 2.5k ecos will be had, and this does impact the AWP coming onto device, which will be later rather than sooner if it comes at all.
Yep.
So Virtus.Pro with all the nades, 5 AKs coming out now, business time. Let's see if they go for a fast round or a slow round, maybe a slow initial round, to discern if there is a sack or a solid push here from Astralis, who are all creeping around the mid area but not quite showing. And indeed, there are some clues that the Virtus.Pro team may be going for a stroll through mid with that Molotov towards the sandbag position. I'm not sure if Pasha has noticed something, but now he certainly has. Investigation has opened and been swiftly closed by Device in the trade.
Yeah, it's quite cool too because they can pick up an AK there, and it's so funny. You see Astralis actually finding lots of edges here and there. Obviously, you know, in the round where they're able to have a couple of UMPs and all this kind of business. You know, this time they got a triple peek essentially onto a player to steal away an AK. And did dupreeh take it to? He must be the guy in Squeaky. Yeah. So he's going to have that into the next round, which is actually quite cool. If we get a spot here where there's a bit of silence, we can check the money before the round is won. And okay, so I'm trying to figure out, is dupreeh going to be able to drop like an AWP or something? Like, is there going to be an AWP possibility now? I think so. 3 rounds. That's $14.90, so $2,400. So he's going to go to 4,600. So he'll be just shy of enough, unfortunately. Obviously, I don't think that they would care to go for that because that's probably a bit more risky. You don't want a guy with no armor this early on. Just play it safe. But they, you know, will save some money. So it's really nice for dupreeh. He could drop the AK to Zipex and get a FAMAS. Oh no.
Or Zipex.
No, he can't.
Well, Zipex will roll with the FAMAS himself.
Yeah.
So, what is the play from Astralis here? They have some nades. They have enough nades to smoke off the choke points. Will we see some aggression from them early on? Device facing the wall in case the flashbangs come in for a fast execute from Virtus.Pro, either through the T warehouse or over the top. But there'll be no such aggression here from Virtus.Pro. 4 players moving quickly over towards the A site, where there are 1.5 Astralis players, the half being a rotating player between mid and A. Specs will know that his nade did some damage there due to the trajectory of the Molotov trying to follow up, and Taz goes down to 14 HP. So he's in trouble, moving far away now. Counter flashes coming into main as well.
It's amazing, isn't it? Sometimes, because we have the X-ray, we can see everything that's happening. It is amazing sometimes how much damage is done without Zipex having any idea. He has no idea that he almost killed a guy there. But we'll see that information, or rather, we'll see that that damage, whether it's important or not, as the push comes in onto the A site. Zipex playing the quad position where he gets some support here. The smoke is still down. And Zipex is going to actually try to have a situation where he can help him trade or crossfire with his teammate.
Beautiful.
And, oh, so stellar play. That is great stuff with the grenades there. Nice little pop flash off the little fan. And that will keep Zipex alive for a reload if they were to push him at that moment. And now as Snacks and Pasha, they're not really in forward positions. The bomb is down in the open. And Astralis have rotated. There is the picked up by Zipex. Pasha tries to get it done there. Zipex though, quad kill in the round. And let's not forget all the damage he did right at the start of the round to Taz as well. What a beautiful round. And he's got 20 frags, James. He's got 20 kills in 19 rounds. Not too bad, not too shabby.
That shows some consistency, Dan. That is important.
Yeah.
Everybody's showing up for Astralis for the most part, though the in-game leader has 6 kills at the moment. But there we go. There's a 3-round lead for Astralis, and that's going to be the most important thing. Virtus.Pro back on the buy, perhaps looking for a fast A play. Only Zipex is there above the smoke. If he stayed up there, actually, he may have been susceptible to somebody standing on lockers, looking over the top.
The MP9, James. The boost of the MP9. Is he going to jump? I know you love the jumping accuracy of the MP9, or is it the running accuracy?
It needs investigation, but on paper, jumping MP9 is apparently a thing there.
Oh, okay. Zipex has added again the sprays through the door there. Okay, find a headshot on somebody as well. Viali, see you later. Snacks coming to poke his head in. He is hoping it does not get lopped off here. Carrigan waiting for the perfect timing. Will he be as good as Viali was on Cobblestone earlier? Finding that perfect timing, and he would have seen the nade go over the top there.
Will he hear the jump here?
This is, if his, the timing, Carrigan is going to be in. Oh, the timing's so good! Oh, 2 frags, and there's 1 player more. Is he going to go back for it? Yes, he will. Damage done to Snacks here, down to half health. 4 versus 2. What are Virtus.Pro going to do, James? They've got 35 seconds to try to win the round. One-on-one there.
It's been ruined like a Bob Ross painting, Dan. For a brief few seconds, it has been ruined.
Oh no, the MP9.
The MP9 of glory, the MP9.
Yeah. I like how you set it up as well, everyone delivering, but Carrigan's not done so well so far, only 6 frags. Gets the winning play of the round.
Indeed, it's not just about the numbers, but about the impacts of those frags. Impact frags, Dan. Impact frags.
He's got an MP9 again, James. He wants more. With the MP9, it's not done.
He's hungry.
He's not done.
He wants to be fed. So, the T's on the eco moving into a main. They are walking, so Carrigan does not have the audio cues. There are 2 players on the site for the CT. Playing carefully, trying to funnel the T's into their guns, and are doing a very good job of it. And this is almost over already. Zipex could go down here. That would be that for the T side. Device is actually down as well. Can Patrick get a bomb plant here? The bomb's on the floor. Comes in to try and finish off Carrigan, but no, the MP9 will not be denied.
Just running around, James, killing everyone. What is this? What are we witnessing? Zipex has been so good on this. These A defenses. When he's just sat there, it's just like a turret, man. Well, it's not really a turret because he can run around. Turret on wheels, maybe. Turret on wheels, but he has been consistent. It's 24 kills, all the stars, and all goes on to Device at the moment. 13 rounds for Astralis, and what we're seeing now is a bit more reminiscent of that dominance from Inferno again. The CT sides of Astralis do seem strong at the moment. This could be good for Astralis. Device will get that kill, and it's going to be maybe, I'm not sure if he can see the bomb from there. Gets the pick onto Bialy. Beautiful game sense there from Device to check that angle, to expect the angle. And Cajun B getting in there. He spotted the bomb now. It's been smoked off by the T's because they've got to try to find a way to get the bomb back from their own spawn practically.
Desperate times, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely desperate times. And it will be picked up, but look at the CTs on the minimap. They're just swarming all around Neo, buzzing around. And the boosts are practically giving PTSD now. Flashbacks to Virtus.Pro to that MP9 round, which ruined them. Taps from Neo is pretty nice, but nice double face coming in to eliminate him on the trade. And now it's just Tap Pasha against 4 players. Bomb is down. Chances here are definitely not looking too good.
Astralis 2 rounds away from a 2-0. They look unstoppable today. Unstoppable. And the money is building for the side, whereas Virtus.Pro find themselves on $3,000 after the experience from the first map. You have to wonder if they might... How do you not get tilted by this? Astralis just playing so strong.
They are playing really strong. In fact, they are the strongest looking team we've seen in the league so far, I would say, just from the matchups that we've seen. NIP looked pretty good as expected too, but...
No mercy whatsoever.
Maybe he thinks he's got an MP9 still, James.
I think he's going to get a bit carried away with the flashbangs there.
Yeah.
Especially against the eco. So an AK's been picked up by Pasha, the bomb in T-spawn. They have no idea just how deep the Astralis side are. And what can they really do? They're on eco in this situation. Zipex is about to take Neo down, and there he goes. So this is like when a killer whale has a seal down and they just launch it into the air for fun before they kill it and eat it.
Playing with the food. And to be honest, that is somewhat accurate. We go to match point right now, and I'm quite curious to see whether or not Virtus.Pro can get anything back in this. They look. It's not. The thing is, it's not like they necessarily feel like there's no way to handle this. But just Astralis, everything works. They're just hitting all their shots. They're playing optimal Astralis Counter-Strike, and now we see the rat-a-tat-tats, the blat-blats, the auto sniper.
The big guns, Dan. The big guns. But I like the way Astralis are playing. Even on the eco, they're just not going to rest on anything. They are ready and waiting. They are not giving Virtus.Pro any edges on any round whatsoever. Flashbang just comes in. Zipex gets taken down, but Virtus.Pro may feel like they have an edge, Dan, but the only edge they maybe have is the edge of the bullets from this auto sniper once Carrigan gets going. Trying to avoid all the nades now, and surely the glory is coming. He's on fire. He cares not. It will only be 1 kill for him. Device those coming into the AWP. Nice shot just before he gets flashed onto Taz. Dupree taking Pasha down towards B. No lurks allowed. Bialy and Neo heavily tagged. Man disadvantage as well. 7 rounds behind Astralis, who are at match point. Double AWPs and an M4. They've got 1 flash and a Molotov and 1 man to keep them in this match.
Oh my God, Astralis. So strong, Astralis. Amazing, isn't it? I'm quite surprised in just the dominant form. I expected a 2-0, but the dominance that we saw is quite amazing. I mean, Virtus.Pro have been up and down. They seem to be, in some senses, kind of playing to the levels of their opponents, which is actually a thing that you can commonly see in competitive play, that you play to level your opponents. But Astralis, they are playing to the level of gods right now.
That was simply a monster performance from the Danes.
It really was.
What can be said? They just absolutely beasted everything. They made a few errors and they gave no edges.
Yeah, I mean, they created a lot of cool opportunities, even though the first half didn't go super well for them. For example, like the pistol round where you see them actually saving a little bit, and because the players didn't take any damage, you're like, oh, we could get head armor for $350 and get UMPs. And then it's kind of scary all of a sudden, because the UMP is pretty legit. But it didn't turn out too well for them. But and then, for example, right after that, when they had the eco, they baited one player, then double peeked the guy that killed him to get an isolated player dead, then stole the AK around to get themselves a better buy in the next round. So, and these are the kinds of edges you don't usually see. Usually teams are thinking, okay, we'll try to get some frags, but that's almost a setup to take a weapon away from a player that they feel will be isolated. So that's next level stuff for me, and I am quite impressed and very much looking forward to seeing the rest of their matches.
Well, that's going to bring our show to a close for today. We will be back tomorrow with more Counter-Strike, more European Counter-Strike, more best of 3.